Okay, hello everybody. Happy Monday night. Let's, here we go. Hey everybody. Hope you had a good Monday. Uh it's January 8th. I'm on day 8 of unlocking the power of consistent creativity. And so far, so good. I wrote a blog about my first 7 days. It's on my website if you want to see it. I'll add the link to the notes after this show. Well, it's not really a show. So I'm going to be working today on Side Eye Sally. I have some decisions to make about her and the cactus and the fairies, but I also have just some areas where I need to fill in some paint. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to probably just be thinking and talking aloud about what it is that I am trying to accomplish here. So let me get my little logo up there. So if you're watching on the replay, be sure to ask me questions. Let me know what you think. If you have opinions and things like that. I'm going to go ahead and switch cameras and get going here. Let me just make sure. I'm testing out a new audio system too, and it looks like I am being heard. Okay, let's get this laptop off of Sally's face here, and you can see I've got some paintbrushes picked out. Give me 1 second here. Okay, so if you've been watching. If you've been watching along the last few sessions with Sally here, I decoupaged down her Sally, and then I painted and I did paint inlays. This is the Chateau paint inlay, and now I need to come in here, and I've got. You can see these spaces around her hat, and then she's got some more down here on her body. I need to come in here and fill those in. I'm going to start off with a dark blue and then add a little bit of green along the way because I really like how the green kind of gives her hat a little bit of an extra halo effect. And then I've got places around this frame. It's a little where it gets a little bit patchy. Right here. So I got some patchy areas. I need to decide if I'm going to leave that the way it is to give it kind of like a vintagey look, which I kind of like, or do I come in here and fill in the patchy places with a little bit more paint to make it look a little bit more solid? So that's the kind of stuff I need to figure out here. I'll be thinking about here tonight. So I've been using Bohemia Blue. I'm going to need to add a little bit of water to my paint. Bear with me. Whoops. Okay. So I like just to shake my bottle and then use the paint off the lid for little jobs like this. I just squirted some water in here, and I'm going to start off with one of my favorite brushes. It's an Annie Sloan brush right here. And I'm just getting a little bit of paint on the side here. And I'm going to just be coming around her hat right here because I don't want this little halo effect around her with the decoupage paper that's underneath. They're kind of popping up. So I'm just following along the line here. Tonight's a pretty simple, straightforward evening for my 10 minutes of art. And frankly, like after a Monday, it's nice. It's nice to kind of have something that is, I don't want to say brainless, but just something that's like, this is pretty straightforward. And I can just process my day in the back of my head as I'm coming in here and I'm painting this. And what I'm seeing is by putting down the solid blue right here, I still have a halo. It's just a solid blue halo. So what I'm thinking about is I need to mix green in here, the salty kiss that I've been using, so that I'm just not creating another effect that I do not want right here. So I'm going to come in here and just kind of go around her hat. I'm okay if I go a little bit on the paper here because I think it just makes it a little bit more painterly. And for the halo, for the green, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to be working off of the lid here. I'm going to spray a little bit of water in there, just a touch. And I have a much smaller brush that I'm going to use. And I'm going to come in here. Let's just add some green along the way here and see if I can get a bit of a mix going on. You can kind of see it mixing right there. But do you guys know what I mean? Like when you're kind of like on autopilot when you're creating, you don't have to make any big decisions or pay too close attention to what it is that you're doing because it's pretty straightforward to do. It's nice to give our brains that opportunity. There we go. So now I'm coming in here. This is my this brush. Gosh, I want to dip this in some water. This is just kind of like a dry brush that I have right here. And I got my water glass from earlier, so now it's going to become a paint glass. And what I want to do, I'm just going to kind of come in here and reactivate the paint with the water like this. And now I'm really blending the green and the blue together here. Whoops. And as I discovered on my decoupage paper, if I do get any paint on here, which I have, and I've already been cleaning up my spills, it comes right up with like a gentle use of a baby wipe. All right, so now I got here, and I think it's looking pretty good. It's got some green in it. Could use a little bit more. It's gonna come in with a little bit of green. And you may be asking, but Sharon, your paint top, you're gonna get blue on it. Well, I plan on using pretty much all of this on something tonight, and then I clean off my paint lid, and then I'm golden. I don't have to worry about another color getting in here. I'm a little bit lazy that way. I don't want to get all the FIFO bottles out and stuff like that. All right, let's see here. That's pretty good. All right. If you are joining, let me know where you're coming in from. If you've used decoupage paper before, if you have any questions, let me know. I'm here. Okay, so now I've gotten this here, and it is much darker than the outside rim. Let's see how it's a bit darker, but that's okay. It's still interesting. All right, now I'm going to go back to my blue. And the good thing about this is, like I said, I'm only doing this for 10 minutes. I committed to 10 minutes of creativity every day, the month of January. So if I'm like not into this in 10 minutes, I can stop. But I'm already feeling kind of like the urge to keep on going. Let's see, we got someone saying something here. Oh, John is watching from downstairs. All right, John. I think he can hear me probably in stereo, which I'm sure he loves. All right. I come in here. Come on. You guys can't see what I'm doing. Let's make that a little bit better. Oops. Just getting in here along. I want that white to go away. I got a little bit of white here. I have to come in and wipe back a little bit off the paper. I don't know if you can see, but I went a little bit too over with my brush right there. All right, so that's my blue. Whoops. And let's come in with some green in here. I'm just kind of mixing it on the board as I go here. I'm mixing the paint on top of it while it's still kind of wet. I'm not liking those brush strokes, but I'm going to be coming back in with my other brush that's just has water on it and just kind of combine this just a little bit better than what you see right here. Okay, this is just a wet brush. And I just want to blend a little bit better than what I've been doing with just my two individual brushes here. There we go. Get in here a little bit and break up that line right there. There. Okay. And we're coming up on 10 minutes. So I'm going to just do one more little section here, and then I'm going to sign off and probably continue, or I might also just let this dry on the side and see if I like it. And if I do like it, I'll repeat the process on that side. And if I don't like it, I'm going to have to come up with something new. The other thing too is I've got this, I'll bring this around a little bit here so you guys can see. I've got a cactus down here that I'm not really a big fan of because on the original sheet of decoupage paper, it looked like a cactus blending in with everything else. But here, standing alone by itself, it does not look like a cactus. It's kind of phallic and fading in the background. So I'm wondering, can I paint over the paper? Should I paint it green? Should I paint in a cactus? Should I don't know. I haven't thought it through yet. I'm kind of avoiding it actually. Okay. There's that right there. You can see where I got a little bit of paint here on the inside, and I'll be wiping that off too. But tonight is just a night where I just feel like doing something simple and not too complicated. All right, I'm going to go for some green. Bring back my green. Has anybody out there watching started trying to do this, doing 10 minutes of something creative every day? Let me know in the comments. And if you're enjoying this at all, I'll really appreciate a subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. All right. Here we go. Okay. Well, that is my 10 minutes with you, sharing my endeavors for tonight. Hope you guys have a good evening. And sorry, I'm getting carried away now. I'm like, ooh, a little green glow around her could be really cool. You see that right there? Just something to make it kind of look like, I don't know, a little bit of energy or something coming off of her. And I know I'm going over my 10 minutes after just having said goodbye to you. So apologies. But that's part of the process. I got inspired. And now I'm motivated. Kind of. It's definitely been a long Monday for me. Uh, Nothing bad, just back at work and after a good weekend and who knows? Who knows what tomorrow will bring, but I painted tonight and that makes things good. There we go. I kind of like that little glow off of her. It's like maybe she's the fairy queen in disguise or something. All right. Now I kind of went way too overboard on that right there. All right. I know I keep saying all right, like I'm going to sign off, but I really am. In just a second. I can stop anytime. All right, let's just come in here and blend this a little bit. I'm just blending it right there. All right. That is looking good and feeling good. All right. Okay, folks, I am going to stop now. Have a great evening. Oh, look, Dee's here. Now I gotta say hi to Dee. Hi, Dee. I've taken a small, shiny, solid black chest and used salt wash and DIY paint. It's ready for waxing. My son said he wanted a dresser and that was already scratched. No molds or decoupage. I think that's fine. Sometimes it's just nice, Dee, to uh, just do paint and just get lost in the paint and then, have fun with the salt wash and it, you know, we don't always have to make, I like to because I sell it, but like you can ask my husband in our bedroom, we've got one solid black piece of furniture and then the other one's black and white with some gray on it in our bedroom. And then downstairs is where I have all the fancy stuff that has paint and transfers and things on it. So yeah. Now I'm really liking Side-Eye Sally. I will finish like doing the outline and then next is figuring out like I want to keep going with my fairy idea of she's discovered fairies in the Old West. So like one's sitting on her shoulder and one's flying around here. So I got to figure that out next. But she's getting close to being done. All right, Dee. I will talk to you later. Thanks for joining again. I appreciate it, Dee. And everybody have a good evening. Talk to you later. Bye.